Welcome to SpeakCast English, your daily English listening practice podcast.
And we are so excited to jump into talking about music, sharing favorite artists and discussing concerts. Today, we've got short, friendly English you can actually use, right, Andrew?
Absolutely, Ava. Today, we're diving deep into music and how sometimes sharing your true taste can feel a little bit like you're walking on eggshells.
Oh, I know that feeling. Nerve-wracking. It's like, will they judge me? Let's dive into Alex's story. I'm already curious.
So, Alex was at this language exchange meetup last week. You know, one of those events with new people, lots of buzzing energy, everyone trying to practice their English.
Oh, those can be a bit intimidating sometimes, can't they? So many new faces.
Exactly. Alex was feeling a bit shy, standing there, trying to decide how to join a conversation. You know, that moment where you're just observing?
Oh, I so know that feeling. You want to contribute, you want to be part of it, but you definitely don't want to interrupt a group that's already deep in discussion. It's a delicate balance.
Right? So, Alex was looking around, saw a few groups speaking different languages, and then spotted a small group chatting in English. They were talking about weekend plans, pretty safe topic.
Sounds like a good way to ease in, a nice, gentle entry point. Did Alex just walk up?
Not quite at first. Alex hovered for a moment, listening, trying to catch the rhythm of their conversation. Then, one person, Maya, noticed Alex standing nearby. She turned, gave a warm smile, and made eye contact.
Oh, a friendly face. That's always a relief in a new social situation. It makes all the difference.
It really does. And then, Maya, with that friendly smile, asked, "So, Alex, what kind of music are you into? Have you caught any live shows recently?"
Oh, the music question. That can be a fun one, a great way to connect.
It can be. But for Alex, in that moment, it was like a giant spotlight suddenly shone directly on them. Whoosh, all eyes on Alex.
A spotlight? Why? Was it such a difficult question?
Well, Alex felt completely put on the spot. They weren't expecting such a personal question right away, especially not one that felt like it required an interesting answer.
Ah, so no time to think of a cool, impressive answer. Just, bam, right there.
Precisely. Alex's mind just went blank for a second. They thought, oh no, what do I say? What's the asterisk right thing to say here?
Were they worried about their music taste? Like, maybe it wasn't cool enough?
A little, yeah. Alex likes a lot of different music, but they don't really follow the latest pop stars or the super trendy bands everyone talks about.
So, not into the very mainstream, top 40 inches stuff?
Not really. And they hadn't been to any huge, loud rock concerts or massive music festivals either. You know, the kind of events that make for exciting stories.
So, no wild stories about mosh pits, or being in a huge crowd singing along, or seeing some world-famous DJ.
Nope. Alex remembered thinking, my concert experiences are, well, they're not exactly exciting stories for a language exchange meetup.
Like, what were they thinking of? What kind of concerts did Alex usually go to?
Maybe a small, intimate jazz club, or a quiet classical concert in a beautiful old hall. Perhaps a local folk music night.
Which are absolutely wonderful. But maybe not what someone expects when they ask about live shows in a casual conversation, especially if they're picturing stadium concerts.
Exactly. Alex felt this sudden pressure to say something impressive, something that would make them sound cool, or fun, or adventurous.
That's a lot of pressure for a simple question about music. It's like you have to perform.
It really is. Alex hesitated, trying to find the right words, searching for that perfect, impressive answer that just wasn't coming.
What did they almost say? Did they have a backup plan?
They almost said, oh, I listen to a bit of everything. Which is usually the safest, most generic answer you can give.
Ah, the classic, bit of everything, reply. The universal, I don't want to commit, answer.
But Maya was looking at them, waiting patiently, with that friendly smile. Alex could feel their cheeks getting a little warm, a blush starting to creep up.
Oh, that feeling. When you're caught off guard, and you can feel everyone's eyes on you, even if they're not. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then, Alex had this little moment of clarity. A small voice in their head said, "No, I should just be honest. What's the worst that can happen? They'll think I'm boring? So what?"
Good for Alex. Bravery in a small, everyday moment. That's actually a huge step.
So, they took a deep breath, gathered their courage, and just blurted it out. No filter, no fancy words.
What did they say? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Alex said, honestly, I mostly listen to classical music. And I haven't been to a big concert in ages. My last live show was a piano recital in a small church.
Wow, straight to the point. No sugarcoating, no trying to impress. That's bold.
Maya blinked. Alex braced themselves for a polite but slightly awkward reaction. You know, the kind where someone tries to be nice but you can tell they're a bit disappointed.
Like, oh, that's nice. Very cultured, with a little forced smile.
Yeah, something exactly like that. Alex was already preparing for the conversation to shift away from them. But then, Maya's smile didn't fade. In fact, it grew even wider.
Oh, a good sign. A very good sign. My heart is doing a little dance for Alex.
She said, no way. I can totally relate to that. I love classical music too. Especially piano recitals.
Really? What a surprise. Alex must have been completely taken aback.
Alex was genuinely surprised, almost shocked. They fully expected Maya to say, oh, that's not really my scene, or I prefer something with a bit more beat.
That would have been the typical reaction Alex imagined, the one that makes you feel a bit out of place.
But Maya continued, my favorite thing is finding quiet piano recitals in small venues. Big, loud concerts with thousands of people? They're just not really my scene. I prefer something more intimate.
What a relief for Alex. From feeling exposed and vulnerable to finding an unexpected connection. That's incredible.
It was. Alex felt this huge wave of relief wash over them. Like a heavy weight had been lifted. Their shoulders relaxed, and the blush on their cheeks started to fade.
From embarrassment and anxiety to genuine connection and comfort. That's a powerful shift.
Maya then asked, do you have a favorite composer? I'm a huge fan of Debussy.
So, the conversation didn't just stop there. It continued naturally, even deepened.
Yes. Alex's eyes lit up. They started talking about Chopin, how much they loved his nocturnes, and Maya shared her passion for Debussy's impressionistic pieces. They even talked about local venues where they could find good classical performances.
That's amazing. They found such unexpected common ground, just by being honest. It wasn't just about music anymore, was it? It was about finding a kindred spirit.
They did. And Alex realized something really important in that moment. Something that changed how they approached social situations after that.
What was it? What was the big takeaway for Alex?
That being authentic, being true to yourself, even about something as simple as your music taste, can actually connect you with people on a much deeper level than trying to be someone you're not.
Instead of trying to impress them with what you think they want to hear.
Exactly. Alex had been so worried about not having a cool answer, but their honest answer actually hit the right note. It resonated with Maya.
And helped them make a real, genuine connection, not just a superficial one. That's so valuable.
Yeah. They ended up chatting about music for a long time that evening, and Alex felt much more comfortable and confident for the rest of the meetup. They even exchanged contact information with Maya.
What a great outcome. A new friend, and a powerful life lesson.
It was. It taught Alex that it's okay to be yourself, even when you feel a bit vulnerable or exposed. Sometimes, that vulnerability is exactly what opens the door to true connection.
That's a powerful takeaway, not just for language exchanges, but for life in general.
Definitely. So, sometimes, the uncool answer is actually the coolest one. It's the one that makes you real.
I love that. And it's a perfect example of how small moments, like a simple question about music, can teach us big lessons about ourselves and others. That was such a relatable story, Andrew. Alex's feelings really came through. I could almost feel that blush.
Thanks, Ava. It's a common feeling, isn't it? That pressure to fit in, to say the right thing.
Absolutely. And you used some really great phrases in Alex's story that we should definitely break down for our listeners. They're so useful for everyday conversations.
Sounds good. What's our first one? I'm ready to dive in.
The first one is, on the spot. You said Alex felt completely put on the spot when Maya asked about their music.
Ah, yes. That moment of sudden pressure, like you're under interrogation.
Exactly. When you're on the spot, it means you're suddenly forced to answer a difficult question or perform a task immediately, without any time to prepare or think things through. It's unexpected.
So, no time to think of a cool answer, or even just a good answer. You just have to react.
Right. You feel a bit pressured, surprised, and maybe even a little uncomfortable. For example, my boss put me on the spot in the meeting and asked me to present the new plan, even though I hadn't prepared anything.
Oh, that sounds incredibly stressful. I would probably just freeze.
It can be. Or, the teacher put me on the spot by asking me to solve the math problem in front of the whole class. It's that feeling of being unprepared and suddenly the focus of attention.
I see. Now, a common mistake Vietnamese learners sometimes make is using it too literally, maybe saying, at the spot, for a physical location.
Yes, exactly. Like, I saw him at the spot where we agreed to meet. That's a physical location. But, on the spot, here means under pressure, in a difficult situation, not just a physical place. It's about the feeling, the emotional state.
That makes perfect sense. It's an emotional or situational state, not a geographical one.
Let's practice. Andrew, can you say, he put me on the spot, slowly and clearly?
He put me on the spot.
Excellent. Now, try it naturally, as if you're telling a friend about a difficult situation.
He put me on the spot.
Great. Listeners, you try. He put me on the spot. Feel that pressure in your voice.
What's our next phrase, Ava? I'm excited for the next one.
Our second phrase is, not really my scene. Alex thought Maya might say, classical music is not really my scene.
But luckily, she didn't. What a relief for Alex.
No, she didn't. When you say something is not really my scene, it means it's not the kind of activity, place, or situation that you usually enjoy or feel comfortable in. It's just not your preference.
So, it's about personal preference, your comfort zone, what you like to do.
Exactly. Like, that loud nightclub with flashing lights is not really my scene. I prefer quiet cafes where I can read a book. Or, going camping in the wilderness is not really my scene. I'd rather stay in a nice hotel.
I can totally relate to that example about the quiet cafe. I'm definitely more of a quiet cafe person than a loud nightclub person.
Me too. It's a very common and natural way to express a mild dislike or a preference for something else. Now, a common mistake here is sometimes learners might say, not my type, which is usually used for people or very specific categories, or, not suitable for me, which is a bit too formal for this casual phrase.
So, not my scene, is more about a general preference for activities, social situations, or environments. It's about what you enjoy or don't enjoy.
Yes, it's very natural for describing social situations, types of entertainment, or even hobbies. It's very conversational.
Let's do a shadowing moment for, not really my scene.
Okay. Andrew, slowly. Loud concerts are not really my scene.
Loud concerts are not really my scene.
Perfect. Now, naturally, with that slight tone of preference.
Loud concerts are not really my scene.
Fantastic. Listeners, your turn. Loud concerts are not really my scene. Try to make it sound like you genuinely prefer something else.
And for our third phrase, what do we have to round out our useful expressions today?
Our third phrase is, totally relate. Maya said to Alex, I can totally relate to that.
That was the moment of connection for Alex, the turning point in the story.
Yes. To totally relate means to completely understand or empathize with someone's feelings or experience. You feel a strong connection because you had a similar experience or emotion yourself. It's more than just understanding the words.
So, it's more than just understanding, it's feeling it with them, almost like you've been there yourself.
Precisely. It's a deep level of understanding. Like, she said she felt overwhelmed with work, and I could totally relate. I've been there so many times. Or, he told me he was nervous before his presentation, and I could totally relate to that feeling.
That implies a shared experience, a shared emotion. It builds a bridge between people.
Yes. A common mistake here for Vietnamese learners might be to say, I understand totally, or, I agree with you. While those are correct in some contexts, totally relate specifically means you connect on an emotional or experiential level. It's about shared feelings, not just shared opinions.
It's deeper than just intellectual understanding. It's empathy in action.
Exactly. It shows genuine empathy and connection, which is what Alex felt from Maya.
Alright, for our shadowing moment. Slowly, I can totally relate to that feeling.
I can totally relate to that feeling.
And naturally, with that empathetic tone.
I can totally relate to that feeling.
Great. Listeners, please repeat after us. I can totally relate to that feeling. Try to put yourself in that empathetic mindset.
What a great set of phrases from Alex's story today, Andrew. They're so useful for everyday conversations and making connections.
They really capture those social moments, don't they? That feeling of being put on the spot, expressing your preferences, and finding common ground.
They do. And Alex's story reminds us that being yourself, even when it feels a little scary or vulnerable, can lead to the most genuine and meaningful connections.
It's true. Sometimes, the most honest answer is the best answer, even if it's not the one you think people want to hear.
So, for our comment challenge today, we want to hear from you. We love reading your stories.
Use one of today's phrases. On the spot, not really my scene, or totally relate, to tell us about your music taste or a social situation you've experienced.
Maybe you were put on the spot about something unexpected, or a certain type of music or activity isn't really your scene.
Or perhaps you can totally relate to Alex's feeling of nervousness, or the relief of finding a connection.
We love reading your comments and seeing how you use the English we learn together in your own words. It's so rewarding for us.
And join us tomorrow for another mini-story English episode, where Alex faces a new challenge. It involves a tricky email and a very important deadline.
Oh, that sounds intense. A tricky email and a deadline? Don't miss it, listeners. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps us out.
And leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today. We can't wait to read them. Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases.
We talked about Alex's story, learning that being authentic can lead to real connections.
And our 3 key phrases were, on the spot, meaning to be suddenly asked a difficult question without preparation.
Not really my scene, which means something isn't your preference or what you enjoy.
And, totally relate, meaning to completely understand and empathize with someone's experience or feelings.
Pick 1 or 2 expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation. That's the best way to make them stick.
Thank you for listening today. We hope this mini-story helped you practice real English in a fun and engaging way.
Bye for now.
See you. You've been listening to SpeakCast English. Thanks for practicing with us, and see you next time on SpeakCast English.